Hey guys, what's happening? It's about 7:25 in the morning on Friday, March 3rd, 2023, and I'm here in the studio at the radio station in Pensacola that I work at. Just doing my news and traffic, so I thought I had a few minutes, so I'd go ahead and just do this final wrap for the Mobile Entertainment Expo and just give you my thoughts on that. First of all, I want to mention I have not gotten sick, which is great. A lot of times when I've gone to Las Vegas, I've gotten sick right afterwards, but I started taking my echinacea, my vitamin C, and all that before I even went because I know how run down I could get when I'm in Las Vegas. So I think that helped out a lot, and I'm feeling great, so that's not even a problem. So anyway, if you plan to go next year, start taking your vitamin C and your echinacea and that kind of stuff about a week before you go, and keep taking it while you're there and about a week after you get back, and hopefully you should be fine on that. So anyway, I know a lot of guys did get sick because of the changing weather last week, but you know, I hope you feel better if you find yourself in that situation. Now let's talk about the Mobile Entertainment Expo. Overall, I thought it was a great show. And it was a lot better this year than it was last year. And I was particularly impressed with the seminars this year, the seminar lineup, because I thought that the seminars dealt more with actually running a business this time. You know, we had a lot of seminars on the business aspect end of running a DJ business, and also the marketing and, you know, how to set your pricing and things like that. That's where I think that we need the most education when it comes to being a mobile DJ. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, learning how to mix music and, you know, learning all the latest, you know, buttons and everything else on the latest controllers and all that, that's all important too. That's a big part of our job. But at the same time, I do think that a lot of DJs really need education when it comes to running a business and learning about marketing and things like that. So I really do want to you know, commend Rob Savickas and the rest of the guys at the Mobile Entertainment Expo on that. They did a real good job on getting the seminar lineup this year, and like I said, I really got a lot out of the seminars. Now, one of the complaints that I heard from DJs last year was the lack of the vendors at the exhibit hall. And that's true. I mean, on the mobile DJ side, the exhibit hall wasn't as big as it has been in years past. And I would say probably 80% of the exhibit hall was for the photo booth and 20% was for the Mobile Entertainment Expo. And here's the way I look at that, okay? Again, I want to commend Rob Savickas and his team on a great effort on what they're doing with the Mobile Entertainment Expo. They're basically having to build that up from ashes. I mean, you know, and the way you have to look at this is that, yeah, you know, the exhibit hall wasn't as big for the mobile entertainment side, but you also got to think they've also got to get exhibitors in there, and that takes time. I mean, it takes time to rebuild something like that. And as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. And I'm confident that Rob and his team are really going to build the Mobile Entertainment Expo up, and it's going to just keep getting better every year. I mean, like I said, I'm already seeing improvements from last year, and I know that next year will be even better. And you know, that's the way you got to look at things like that. You know, Rob's had to basically build it from the ground up, and that's no easy task trying to do that. You know, like I said, Rob had done a great job organizing the Photo Booth Expo, and then he's having now to do the Mobile Entertainment Expo and add that onto it. Like I said, that's no easy task. I mean, I really applaud him on that, on his efforts on that. And like I said, I think things will end up improving, and you know, things will get bigger and better, just like it always does. Now, is this going to be the same mobile beat show that we used to have at the Riviera or the Tropicana? Well, no. I mean, those days are gone forever. I mean, we had a lot of great times there with Ryan Berger and Jake and all them and Mark Evans and everybody who put together the old mobile beat shows, but that's in the past now. But that doesn't mean that, you know, just because something's different doesn't mean it's not going to be great. And I mean, I've got a lot of hope for the Mobile Entertainment Expo. Like I said, it's going to be different, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be bad or anything like that. Different can be great. Think about that for a second, okay? Think about an ex, okay? Maybe you had an ex that you broke up with or something like that, and maybe you're with somebody new. I mean, different can be wonderful. It doesn't have to be bad, so don't look at it as a negative like that. That's what kind of the way I look at this. And like I said, I really do see some great hope in the Mobile Entertainment Expo, and I am planning on going back next year. I think that that's going to be great. But one other thing I wanted to mention about the seminars also is that I was really happy with how they moved the seminars for the mobile DJ side over to the showroom. It felt more like a mobile DJ convention when I was in the showroom, I thought. So I think that was a great move as well. Now, the only complaint that I would have to say, and I think a lot of other DJs were talking about this, was the South Point is just too far away from the Strip. I think a lot of people would agree on that. And I kind of wish that the South Point would have like a free shuttle like they used to take you back and forth from the Strip. So that's really the only complaint that I think a lot of people have, is that the South Point is just too far away from the Strip. But the South Point itself is a great resort. I mean, I love it there. It's a wonderful place. They got nice, clean rooms, a lot of great places to eat. If you haven't ever tried Don Vito's Italian place, go check that out. They've also got the $1.50 hot dogs there, so no complaints there as far as the South Point being a nice place. But like I said, I just wish they had a free shuttle or something to be able to take you back and forth from the Strip, because that can get costly trying to go to the Strip from there, and that's about the only thing. But again, a really nice place there. I love the South Point. The staff there is really good. The rooms were really reasonable. They were spacious, as you saw, and really no complaints when it comes to that. So anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this. Again, we had a great show. Kudos to Rob Savikas and the entire team at the Mobile Entertainment Expo. They did a really great job this year, and I look forward to next year. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or any questions about the show, maybe you're thinking about going next year, you want to ask me some questions about that, just feel free to drop me an email. You can email me right there. My address is right there on the screen, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. So until next time, practice and enjoy.